attempted to beat New Super Mario Bros. Wii only using the mini mushroom. An infamous power-up disliked by many of the fans because of its low gravity, but I'm trying to beat the entirety of New Super Mario Bros. Wii using this mini mushroom. I can use any shortcuts like cannons or secret exits I want, but the only thing is that I can't collect any more power-ups, just the mini mushroom. Can we make it to Final Bowser and beat him with the mini mushroom? I guess you'll just have to watch and see. And if you like content like this and want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Now on to the video. We start off by loading up a new file, and we're already starting as this little Mario. Let's see how this goes. So we're starting off 1-1, and yeah, it's pretty easy. We just run through the level. It almost feels like, kind of like a speed run, but like with less gravity, and it's kind of fun just jumping through the level super quickly. I mean, like, it's not hard, and it's just super easy, and we make it to the second level with no problem at all. Making it on to 1-2, I'm pretty sure these beginning levels are going to be pretty easy. Cleared through this one with no problem, but again, it was super fun just like sliding down these slopes. It feels really fluid just jumping with this mini Mario. Now for 3-1, I wanted to get the secret exit to the cannon to launch me to World 5 to make this just a lot easier. So what we're going to do is we got to grab Yoshi and go up to this path up here. And yes, I know what you might be saying. Yoshi does not count as a power-up. He's separate and he's like not Mario. Like Mario eats the mushroom, but like he doesn't like eat the Yoshi egg to gain Yoshi. Yoshi's a separate person, therefore he does not count as a power-up. Now after that, we can get to the World 5 cannon. Now let's just launch the World 5, and we are already pretty much halfway through the game already, so that was pretty quick. Now that I'm at World 5, the levels are going to start to ramp up in difficulty a little bit. So for this level, I mainly just need to avoid these piranhas and the spiky ball piranhas that shoot up the spike balls. Now this isn't too hard of a level because the mini mushroom has just a very high jump, but it is still a little challenging just to make sure I can avoid every single enemy. And I assure you, more levels will get more and more challenging as we go on. But for now, this level was pretty easy and we move on to the next level. One thing I did come across was this level. I wanted to go to the level on the top because I thought it would be easier because this level is the one with the bram balls, those spiky enemies that I really don't like, and with mini mushroom, they're gonna be challenging. And I don't think you can jump over them as mini mushroom either unless you get a really high jump, so this level might be really hard. A lot of the level I was just standing around waiting for the bram balls to move. This level almost felt like a test of patience, taking me around 3.5 minutes to complete this level, and I had the mini mushroom, which should have made me move faster, but I feel like I almost went slower through this level. I feel like I was more scared to get hit and die, and was just trying to be cautious the entire time. I think it would be different if I actually had power-ups, but I don't. So that's what took a really long time to complete this level. The only thing is that if I got hit and died, I would have had to restart, and yeah, I really hate this enemy and this level. And I really did not feel like retrying this level. But hey, we made it through the course and onto the World 5 mini castle. It's a go time indeed. This is our first mini castle, so I really do not know how this is gonna go. Well, for one, I can say I died a lot. Sometimes I just died from the spikes, and sometimes I made it all the way to the boss and then just ended up dying. This is super annoying because I feel like I could have beat the boss, but I just died. But then eventually, after a bunch of trial and error, this happened. And just like that, we're able to take out the castle boss. The next problem is, this is gonna be a hard level to beat as the mini mushroom. And you might not think it looks like a problem, but if you played this game before, you will know it is a problem. This raft can only hold 5 different things. And when I say things, that includes items like mushrooms, enemies, or even coins. And this level was a struggle. I started out dying a lot into enemies that aren't even a struggle to beat, like Koopa Troopas and Goombas. But for the sake of the challenge, I pushed along anyway. It was very challenging just to keep all of these enemies off the raft. Like, at some parts, a lot of them would just fall on, and it's just hard to beat them with mini mushroom because you have to use the ground pound. And you can see how that goes. And then I started off the level with 1 life left. And to my surprise, we started actually to move through the level pretty smoothly, just to get jump scared by a bomb and get a game over, and our first continue of the run. But not giving up hope, I immediately jumped back into the level for another attempt. And I was actually starting to feel pretty good about this. I was actually feeling better about this one though. Okay, this one I knew I had to get it, but with some luck I actually made it through the level, and by a pixel dodged this falling bomb that tried to kill me. Thanks a lot, I guess. But with all that under our belt, we make it onto the World 5 Ghost House. But there's one slight problem. This vine is blocking me from getting to the ghost house, and I'm not gonna play this extra level, so you know what I do? I go to the mushroom house just to get the vines to move. And I was rewarded with a 2-up, which I didn't really need, I guess. So I exit the mushroom house and noticed that the vines didn't move, so I guess I'll just play this level and die to get the vines to move. And there we go, now we can play the ghost house. So for this ghost house, I'm going to be getting the secret exit so we can go all the way to World 8. I really don't like ghost houses. Aside from water levels, this is probably my least favorite level theme. Especially when it's dark and you can't see anything. But like, I don't know, every game's gotta have a bad level, I guess. But here we are at the door for the secret exit. Now to just move across these light up platforms, and I was juked out. Nice. Attempt 2 went a lot smoother when I decided to just jump over the whole platform, which I don't know why I didn't do that before. And upon exiting the back door and being super close to the goal pole, I died to a boo. Okay, let me try that again. Oh my god, what the heck, boo? Okay, let me try one more attempt. Okay, so the spin jump just made me go high. I don't know what happened there, but we got the secret exit and we can go to the cannon now. Now it's time to launch this red mustachioed plumber to World 8.
Bye-bye!
Upon entering World 8, we see Bowser's airship, and at this point I can almost taste the sweetness of victory. And immediately, without any hesitation, we hop into 8-1. I honestly don't think this level will be that bad, although we have these raining meatballs and toxic gas that we have to avoid. It's not that hard though, because Mini Mushroom is very quick and can move... Okay. Alright, after re-rolling the tape, we enter the level again, with more confidence than the last time. Now I don't think this level will be too bad. Honestly, as long as we don't hit any of the falling meatballs, we will be good. As we move deeper into the level, it starts to ramp up in difficulty a little bit. But this pint-sized plumber isn't gonna let Bowser stand in the way of him and the princess. We were super close to dying at this point, but we still made it past, and we made it on to the next level. We came across another decent level, and it's not really that hard. All there is these rolling hills and some spike balls, and there's nothing really much to say about this level. I didn't die or anything. There was just no challenge to this. We just jumped over all the spike balls and got where we needed to go. The one thing we did get is the secret exit, so that's good, but we're in for a treat in this next level. But if we zoom up a little bit, we can see Bowser's airship. There's the big turtle himself. But before we get onto those levels, I have this spine coaster level. This thing is going to be hard to navigate. And what did I tell you? The mini mushroom jumps are kind of hard on this thing. Then I started playing like a god gamer once we made it outside. Just watch this. Like, how did that fire not kill me? I was literally inside of it. But hey, I'll take it, and now onto Bowser's airship. We hop onto Bowser's airship, and each jump the Mustache Man takes brings us closer and closer to Bowser. We move through the airship like it was nothing, avoiding every obstacle thrown at us. It almost seemed too easy, until we got to the boss battle. Bowser hires his son to take us down, using an array of spiked balls and fireballs that'll burn the ground. Our only hope is to take down the baby turtle by ground pounding the ground and getting these spike balls to hit his clown car. And immediately we land our first hit, sending Junior B flying across the room. Now we must dodge some fire and try to hit him with the spike balls if we want to try to take him down. And bam, we land another hit. The overall plumber is on a roll. But Bowser Jr. had some tricks up his sleeve, shooting out tons of fireballs in our path, making it very difficult to hit him, and an obnoxiously large spike ball. But Mario had had enough of the nonsense. It was time to end this. And just like that, Bowser Jr. is down, and the princess is waiting just outside for Mario. It looks like it is over, until Kamek shows up and kidnaps her, taking her to Bowser's final castle. The time was finally here. Mario standing outside the gates of Bowser's castle, ready to face the evil King Koopa. We started the castle off strong, with a bunch of high jumps over all of Bowser's obstacles. This looked like a piece of cake for Mario. Mario enters a pipe and finds himself in a lava descending platform challenge. With the mini mushroom's high jump, he's able to utilize its power to make sure that he does not fall in that crispy lava. After exiting the room, he finds himself at the doors of Bowser. And upon entering, he's greeted with a bunch of fireballs. After slipping past the obstacles in the fiery-filled antechamber, he finds Bowser waiting there for him. Mario takes a leap of faith over his head in order to activate the switch. And just like that, Bowser is defeated. Or so he thought, because the princess in the cage was actually Kamek in disguise. Kamek then revives Bowser using his powers and makes him into a giant monster. Our mini Mario is now being chased down by the massive Bowser. Using the mini mushroom's jump, he's able to jump and run faster than he normally should. And he also has some close calls with the fireballs. This is it, the final section. Mario must platform on these small platforms to avoid these lava waves. And for some reason, the Bowser fight feels easier with the mini mushroom than it does with the actual mushroom. I have no idea why. I think it might be because of the higher jump, but I feel like I went through this Bowser castle way quicker than I did with the regular Mario. There it is, the final jump. He makes a leap of faith over the lava pool and ground pounds the final button, which defeats the giant Bowser, and he saves the princess. So if that answers anybody's question, yes, you can beat New Super Mario Bros. Wii using a mini mushroom. We just did it here, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to leave any fun or silly Mario ideas you have in the comments below, and maybe I'll try one of them in our future videos. But with all that said, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.